your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already did. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have a thoughts for the cream renegade. For the money.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken. Down back shy of the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
Bortles now on first down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Now a play fake here on first down. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Again, it's Bortles. Rolling to his right. And some room to maneuver. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This is Breida. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. The pitch to Fournette, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They run with freedom, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers point their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
This is taken at the 23. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt. Leads to a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Here we go.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Well, CD, looking back to last week, one interesting thing certainly was that tie between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. You know, that was the first Week 1 tie since 1971.
Yeah, I think our research tells it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eric Armstead. He's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, partner, of all the great things that we saw in Week 1, unfortunately there was some bad, quite a few injuries, and the toughest one, Delaney Walker with that knee injury, he's gone for the year.
Yeah, and that's really, really difficult for the Tennessee Titans to absorb because in a lot of ways, he's their #1 target. He may play tight end, but he was the security blanket for Marcus Mariota. He'll be gone for the year. Greg Olsen with the Carolina Panthers, he left the game in a walking boot, but an injury of the same foot that was surgically repaired last year. And then there's some other injuries like Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Marquise Goodwin with San Francisco, Deshaun Jackson.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Garoppolo now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On play action, it's Bortles. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Bortles now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. Being chased out left. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On play action, now Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a Kello Witherspoon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen to you? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Reuben Foster able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Completes it to Moncrief left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Solomon Thomas in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Bortles going to throw. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Man open. It's Goodwin. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Niners on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go play action here on first down. Airing it deep for Garcon. And now here's another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cassius Marsh. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a play fake. Bortles. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Play action. Now it's Bortles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back now in Jacksonville. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Garoppolo now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Malik Jackson in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? To throw is Garoppolo. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.